Peace, love, and black empowerment. You are tuned into the Mile High News Channel, Denver's first station for news and entertainment that is for us and by us. With your host, Noble Turner, Sharif Aline, Chairman Sekou, and Jesse Paris. Welcome. Peace, love, and black empowerment. Welcome back to Mile High News, family. This is episode number 33. We've been getting it in for a minute, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And just like I showed earlier today, you know, we've been covering all the major stories that's going on around here, and we just want you guys to know that we're here for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We've done this strictly that we have news for our people and by our people, and not just news. Just, you know, enlightening things, uplifting things for our people, advice, health, and wellness. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want this to strictly be about news because, you know what I'm saying? The news is the news. We're always going to be in it. We're always going to have something to talk about with our people and what's going on with our people. But we really are here to enlighten and heal and uplift and empower our people. And we all should too, you know. I'm seeing a lot of, you know, people coming out with stuff that's bashing us and you know, especially with black men and a lot of things with black women too. But, you know what I'm saying? This is a time where we need to empower and uplift our people. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for joining us. As always, we appreciate the support. We appreciate the views. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to build that up so we can bring y'all more content instead of this Facebook once a week stuff. You know, we're trying to get out of the Facebook game because Facebook is going down here in a minute, fam. So, you know, we got other channels too. We're on YouTube. We're on Patreon, which we're going to start making some videos for that. We are on Instagram. And, you know, holler at us, fam. You know what I'm saying? We love our Facebook family because that's where we get the most support and that's where we started from. But, you know, it's always time to venture out. So, you know what I'm saying? We're not just going to stay stagnant and be on here. So make sure you like and subscribe to those. Tonight is our Correspondents show. So I just want to give it up for our correspondents here. We're going to get it in as usual. And I just want to let you guys know what's going on with Unity Community. I dropped a video this morning just to let you guys know what we were doing and how we're pushing on. Brother Sekou and Brother Jesse, they were out with us in the land this weekend. And, you know, we were getting it in. We're finishing the last of our fence. I'm getting tired of fences. And I don't even want to look at any barbed wire anymore. I'm getting so tired of it. But we got to finish it. We're going to finish it. Right. We're not done yet, but, you know, it's 35 acres of land, family. So, you know, for everybody who doesn't know what we're doing, we are building a black community. And we are going to bring this 35 acres from this, and we're going to bring it to that, you know. And so that's what we're hoping to do. And we're going to do it. You know what I'm saying, fam? We're really close. We're making major moves. We've got a couple of people that are going to be working with us from Africa. I was thinking my brother was going to join us tonight, but, you know, because of the time difference, he really can't join us. But, you know, we're in the talks to do some major stuff, fam. And I got a lot of that coming up for y'all. So, I just want everybody to know we were going to start on doing the black business advertising here on Mile High News. I went to a few businesses, and you know, Mile High News is kind of getting a bad rap out there, you know, because we're too black is what people are saying, and you know, I just want to tell my people, man, like sooner or later we're going to be all y'all got. You know, us warriors, us revolutionaries, us people that are ready for change, we're going to be all y'all got, fam. And, you know, I'm putting this out there to advertise your business. That doesn't mean that you're associated with some of the views that are on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even associated with some of the views. I mean, some of the stuff that's going on. Like, we'll say, who we talking about? I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, fam, we gotta, you know, we're trying to, you know, bring change to our community. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to bring change to where marching and protesting is not all we do. You know what I'm saying? We need to have another option, and that's what I'm trying to do here with Mile High News. I'm trying to bring us, you know, out and, you know, let people know that there's other ways to do this. And I'm not knocking anybody's way on doing it. You know, we got the protest for our brother Elijah McClain, which we were one of the first ones to cover on a black perspective. You know what I'm saying? If you guys check out Mile High News episode 4, we let you know all about Elijah McClain and what happened to him. And, you know, I just want to see us take a different route, family. You know what I'm saying? There's other option for us. We are that people. You know what I'm saying? And like I put earlier this week, we're in the spotlight, you know, and it's time to do something with that spotlight, and that's what I'm trying to do. You know, we need innovative ideas, not the old 1963 and 60 stuff, fam. This is a whole nother era. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I bring this from to the social media platforms, because, you know, that's where our people are responding from. You know, me, I can't go out and get 4,000 or 5,000 people to listen to. We need economic unity, and we need to get to ourselves. Only way I can do that is through platforms like this. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get with, just like the times are changing, we need to change with them, fam. And I hope y'all see that from Mile High News, because that's what we're trying to do. We're bringing other options to this madness going on, fam, because, you know, just like we said, and we said before, there is a war going on with us. And, you know, our people are the only people on the battlefield thinking that it's a playground. We're not on the playground, fam. We are at war. You know, can't y'all see? You know, and it's a lot of, you know, people have thought that after George Floyd, that was going to be it, but we're still out here dying, fam. So we need to find another way. So, and that's what we're going to do here on Mile High News. So definitely. So next up, we got our sister Melly Queen, our sister General Melly Queen. She gets on me when I don't say that. So you heard me, we'll say that. So we got our sister General Melly Queen, and she's going to be talking about community and unity solutions. So Sister Melly Queen.
Thank you, Brother Noble. Salute, peace, and power to all our black family out here. Welcome to the Queen's Corner. Salute to all black media platforms, our brothers and sisters out here spreading the truth, keeping us abreast of what's going on out here. Salute to Brother Noble and his family and team out of Colorado with Unity Community. Salute to all our newsers. Peace and power, African family. The time is certainly winding down. Now we are in a place in our story that we're going to have to do what we must do next. Solutions. Solutions should be our main focus right now. We have been prisoners of this war for over 400 years, and in our lifetime, we as a people have not been in a place of control ever. We have been further enslaved as a people, and our African minds were ripped away from us, and until we reclaim our African minds, we will not be able to take back control of our lives or of our children's and our families' lives. We must work on solutions, family. It's time for us to break the mold, break the chains, go to something else. We keep doing the same thing over and over again with the same results. We have too many problems and issues going on this earth to even be going against each other, period, during this time. We as Africans all suffer from IGT, intergenerational trauma, and we must heal and repair ourselves, our children, our families, and communities. We are not each other's enemies. We are the same place as an African in America. We have to we got to grow up. We must unlearn what we have learned and relearn everything. We cannot continue to live in ignorance. Our collective ignorance is funding our enemies, keeping us from living, not giving our children a future. Yes, it's fucked up. And we must make the necessary changes. We have wasted enough time. We need our own nation, our own land, our own military, own protection, separation, period. We need our own spaces. We do not have any real leaders as a collective right now, so we must move as an African collective. Everybody doing their part, everybody doing what they need to do. And we're going to have to sacrifice some things so that we can build institutions that are going to help us. It's time out for all the games, family. We got to go back to our ancestors, educate our children, grow our own food, buy land, spend and support each other, stay out of these racist institutions that are against us. Support African and black owned only. Create African and black institutions for us. Black spaces. Reconnect with our African past and our culture. It's time out for this bullshit. Stay focused. Stay prepared. Stay vigilant. Think. Use your most powerful weapon. We love y'all. All power to the people. Black power.
So yeah, that's right, Sister Melly. We got to get it together, and we have to unify, man. And like what I'm trying to do, we're not trying to get every black person, because every black person is not going to be with this. But you know what I'm saying? Just like in the Bible, there was a verse when what was his name? When Moses was freeing his people. You know what I'm saying? With the and I hate to quote this and don't even know hardly what I'm talking about. But yeah, he said if you can save at least 10 people, if you can get at least 10 people to save this place before I destroy it, and I forget what place it was, he was like, then I'll save it. And you know, Moses couldn't even find 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Barely even 100 and not even 1,000. You know what I'm saying? It got all the way down to 10 people and not even 10 people. And I feel that's like how we are, fam. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me to all my Christian people if I don't know the scripture and the verse.
Yeah. We're not scholars.
Yeah.
They don't know scholars.
But yeah, and that's what I'm looking for, just a small amount of people. And what I'm trying to do, fam, I'm not trying to do this just in Colorado, you know? I'm trying to do it in every city in this nation, in the United States of America. At least one city should be ours, fam. And we can do that. And if it's not one they'll give to us, then this won't be one that we build and erect from ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. Next up, we got our brother Sharif. And Sharif is on the streets. He's always getting it in on the streets for us. So, Brother Sharif.
Peace, family. This is Brother Sharif Alim reporting for the Mile High News. I just want to give you a little update on the Elijah McClain case. Over the last couple of weeks, man, this case has gained national and international notoriety with movie stars and different politicians, different activists from all over the world talking about this case with Elijah McClain. And for those who don't know, last year in 2019 in August, Elijah McClain was walking home from the grocery store with some iced tea and was accosted by 4 police officers because he was wearing a mask over his face. Now, a year ago ain't like right now. Right now, everybody has a mask on their face. Some places you can't even get in unless you have a mask on your face. But Elijah McClain was wearing a mask over his face. He went to the store. He bought his iced tea or whatever. He was walking home. He wasn't trying to burglarize no vehicles. He wasn't trespassing on nobody's property. He was just walking down the street, and 4 police officers ran up on him, wrestled him to the ground, put their knees in his back and on his neck. He squirmed. He said he couldn't breathe. He said he wouldn't hurt a fly. He said he didn't kill ants. He said he didn't gang bang. He didn't carry no gun. He was just laying there, man, and the cops kept their knees in his back, on his neck. You see what I'm saying? While his hands were cuffed. His hands were already cuffed. He couldn't do nothing to him. And they sat on him for 15 minutes. And then some EMT workers came and shot him in the back of his ear with a substance called ketamine. It's a horse tranquilizer used to put down horses. So after it happened, family, you know, we went to city council meetings. We did vigils outside the Aurora Municipal Building. You know, we did all of that kind of stuff, and nobody really even cared, man. Nobody even gave the case no attention. The media wasn't giving it no attention. But when George Floyd happened, that created a spark that sparked a whole bunch of re-examination of cases that had preceded it. And so Elijah McClain's case came back up. So lately we've been having demonstrations at the Aurora Municipal Building. I went to a couple of them. They had a candlelight, not a candlelight vigil, but a violin vigil for Elijah McClain last Saturday, where the Aurora police attacked peaceful protesters. You see what I'm saying? They attacked peaceful protesters right before the violin event and during the violin event. And then yesterday, news came out that these Aurora police officers have been going back over to Elijah McClain's vigil where he was murdered at by them, and, you know, joking around, reenacting, choking each other, you know, taking pictures of it, sharing the pictures with other police officers. So to them, man, this is a big fucking joke. It's a big game, family. So, you know, we really don't know the depths of Satan. We really don't understand the mindset of somebody who could kill an innocent person, a person that committed no crime, and then go back to the scene of the crime and make fun of it, mock it, you know, take pictures of it, send them around. And family, don't forget, man, they used to do this 100 years ago after they lynched black people. They used to cut off ears and fingers and stuff and keep them as souvenirs, as a reminder of their demented white supremacy, they demented hatred against us. So family, we got to be prepared. We got to stay on point, on focus. And remember, family, if we don't have a clear-cut agenda, somebody's going to have one and benefit off of our struggle. Peace, family. This is Brother Sharif Alim reporting for the Mile High News.
That's right, definitely. So, yes, to our brother Sharif, you know, he's following the Elijah McClain murder. You know, he's following that real close, and shouts out to all my people that's, doing the protests and out there for him. You know what I'm saying? I never knock it, but, you know, I just want to do the protest with results, and that's all I always say, fam. So next up, we got our Midwest correspondent coming straight out of St. Louis. He's actually my little cousin, Brother Busara, and he's going to be speaking about, because we focused on the snake, we missed the scorpion.
Come on now, come on. Yeah, come on.
Brother Busara.
Thank you, Brother Noble, as well as Mile High News. My name is Busara. I'm reporting out of St. Louis. Got a lot to discuss, so let's get right into it. Because we focused on the snake, we missed the scorpion. And hopefully this African proverb can kind of shed light on how far too many of our people are falling for getting love from the snake or focusing on taking down the snake when our problem is more than just the snake. And while we're focusing on the snake, we miss the scorpion. And I'm gonna go right into Amazon. They've donated, allegedly, $10 million to organizations such as the NAACP. We see in the cardboard, Black Lives Matter. And if any real grassroots organization or liberation-seeking movement, separation-seeking movement knows Black Lives Matter is not about reparations. They're not about getting land. It's more focused on pleading to non-Black people the importance of their lives while totally ignoring the real issues that we can fix, because we can fix ourselves without trying to fix whites. If we separate from them, we won't have to worry about police brutality because we'll meet them on the border of our nation or our community with that action. But as long as we're amongst them, we're gonna either get snaked or scorpioned. But let's focus on Jeff Bezos. $10 million donated to farce organizations such as the NAACP, who have been around for over 100 years and haven't created a bank or an educational institution. Actually, the average Black person cannot probably even tell you the last 5 leaders of the NAACP. So we go to Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon. Amazon is worth $138 billion. If we look at Amazon giving $10 million to farce organizations like the NAACP, the good old pacifier organization, 1% of $138 billion is $1.3 billion. So for them to donate 10 million, that's nothing. That's not even 1% of their net worth. And so many people will easily get pimped by looking at numbers because we're so deprived, we don't recognize that these people could do more, and they're only doing just enough to shut us up or to shut far too many of us up, because the real warriors still have their eyes open on the real prize. It's not getting the enemy to love you. I don't even want my enemy to love me. I don't need any more confusion in this confused situation. So we look at Netflix, another trickster, another scorpion, possible snake. They invested just recently $100 million into Black banks, or they're going to put $100 million cash into a Black bank or into multiple Black banks. So if we are just being pimped by zeros, we would think $100 million is a lot of money. Let's look at how much money Netflix actually has. Their net worth right now is $125 billion. They're not as rich as Jeff Bezos, who gave even less, but even this is a smack in the face, because if we look at 0.1% of $125 billion is $125 million. So they didn't even give a 0.1% yet. See, by us being miseducated, we'll see these zeros and think that, oh man, they're giving us 100 million. They're putting it into a bank. And it's so many things that's tied into banking. All of these things are just sham help. It's not even what we're asking for. You go to Google, they're showing their solidarity for Black people by this month. We honor Black, trans, and LGBTQ people of color. For one, who are people of color? I've seen a brother posted on Facebook, if y'all gonna call us people of color, y'all need to call others people without color, because people of color is another pimp term to get us off of the real issues that we should be focused on. Total liberation, control of our land, control of our culture, control of our resources, control of education, control of economy, control of our destiny. Without any of those things, taking the CERT lady off of the CERT, taking Uncle Ben off of the rice, not calling master bedrooms, all of those things are not what we're asking for. We don't want snakes pretending like they're our friends so we can ignore the scorpion that's still biting us, that's still controlling our children and homosexualizing our sons and daughters. The real focus is liberation. Anything else is scorpion tactics. So I'm not focusing on the snake so hard to where I'm not looking at the scorpion, or I'm not seeing the wolves in sheep clothing. We have to keep our eyes open, Black people. And the most important thing is control, not pacifiers. Because I appreciate the opportunity. I'm in my fatigue clothing because it's a war zone out here. And I'm wearing kente cloth, and it has nothing to do with Nancy Pelosi. Thanks, Brother Noble. Thanks, Mile High News, a BB Fahodie family.
That's right, fam. We gotta focus on everything coming at every angle. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said before here, you know, we're not just, you know, police brutality is not just the only thing going on with us, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the major ones, definitely. But man, we got so much stuff coming from every different angle and direction that it's not even funny. So you got to stay on our P's and Q's, keep our eyes on the prize. So next up, we got our brother Ma Ray, and he is going to be speaking about a couple of things: white supremacy as a whole, and protecting our women, and redefine racism. So, brother Ma Ray, welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
Appreciate.
He's a regular now, fam. He's a regular.
Appreciate the opportunity. I won't be long-winded, but as I always start off, we are in a war, and we need to be paying attention. And I'll first start off with a lot of us are unfamiliar with white supremacy and the tactics of the white supremacists. We always hear about a right wing and a left wing of a Republican, Democrat, but we never talk about the moderate or the middle. None of the wings of that bird. If we're thinking about a bird, the bird can't fly without the body. So we got a right wing, neo-Nazi, white supremacists, any of the T terms that they use to describe the extremists, the Ku Klux Klan members, the Proud Boys, and all this. Then you got that's on the right wing. On the left wing, you got the other extremists, which is like Malcolm X talked about, the fox and the wolf. Mm-hmm. We got white supremacists that come in as our aid, as our friend, as our help, and they're not our help. They're both equally destroying us. But we never talk about the body of that bird. The body of that bird is that moderate, the white supremacist sympathizer, which is your neighbors who's calling, the Beckys and the Karens and all what they've been doing here lately. We have to, and as being codified as Black people, we have to look at, I don't know how often I run into a neo-Nazi.
Right. They just out there chilling.
Yeah, I don't know if I run into them very often. I probably most likely will run into a wolf in sheep's clothing, which would be a Democrat, a liberal, bleeding heart person. But the moderate person is most likely my neighbor, my boss, somebody who I'm dealing with. They have a white supremacy, whether they lean more to the left of destruction of the family, which Barack Obama, shout out to him, because he's one of them progressive type of people who only are here to destroy us. Or they lean toward the right, which is hang a nigga from a tree, right? Take away our rights. So I want everybody to understand that we should be looking at the white sympathizers, those who say the white sympathizers, all lives matter, thing like that. And then getting back to protecting our family members. There was a woman who got assaulted in Aurora a few days ago. I forget the young lady's name, got assaulted by 3 white supremacists. She was by herself. We should, at all costs, if you got to be by yourself, which is hard to just walk around with an entourage, but have you some kind of protection. Don't forget that you're not in a war. These white supremacists like soft targets. They like to come after women and children, the elderly. Yeah, somebody who can't defend themselves. White supremacists will have a hard time coming up on brother like Noble or myself or Jesse, somebody that's about to give them that work. No, they're rather go mess with an older person or a woman. So let's try to remember that. And to finalize, I want to also, by staying on code, talk about how racism is being refined. I think by them snatching down all these white supremacist statues, which they're only doing a couple of them. If you guys, man, there's all kind of statues that they ain't tearing down. You know, they're going to take one or two and say they giving us some progress. No, they're not giving us no progress. What they're doing is in the process of refining racism, making it so it's subtle or that we can't see it. Excellent caucasoid named Aldous Huxley, if you guys want to go do some research, but he talked about getting people to enjoy their servitude. And this is back in the 1930s. But they're just refining racism, and we have to stay vigilant and pay attention to their trickery. And I'm sorry if I went over, but that's it, man. I appreciate you, Nova.
You're all good.
Appreciate you, Nova.
You're all good. Definitely. That's right. And I just want to touch right quick on the statues being torn down. And you know, if you guys do your research at City Park, and I'm not inciting anything and stuff, they got a statue of Gandhi. You need to tear that shit down too.
Man, racist. He was
Gandhi
racist.
hated us, bro. And I could bring all kind of receipts on that, but I want you to do your own research and come back to me and let me know how Gandhi felt about black people. And we got him in the statue right up under Frederick Douglass, right next to Rosa Parks. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do it, if we gonna do it, let's get it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely. Next up, we got our brother Eric, and he is a new brother to the Mile High News, and he's gonna be breaking y'all off some knowledge. He is he's a Denver correspondent as well. So, brother Eric.
Hello. Peace and power, family. This is Brother Eric Randall, a.k.a. Brother Salakia. I am the founder of BARC, Brothers Against Racist Cops. I am also the founder of The Block, Brothers Leading Our Community Kings, and I am also the chairman for the Huey P. Newton Gun Club Colorado chapter. I was appointed by the national chairman, Brother Babu Al-Mawali, and the main branch is located in Dallas, Texas. I'll tell you a little bit about each organization. I'll start with The Block. The Block is an organization of teachers involved in training our young brothers, giving them life skills. By life skills, I mean they learn the basis of The Block is to teach the brothers self-respect, self-defense, and self-discipline. And we do this through martial arts training. We also do this through language arts, where all the children learn Swahili at its base, and they also are eligible to be involved in classes that will get them a certification. Where I am a licensed HVAC certified technician. So I'll be able to train the children. It doesn't matter what age. I'll be able to train the children, and after my 6 to 8 week course, they will be able to sit down and hopefully pass the HVAC course and become certified. This definitely is sort of an after school latchkey type of program. It will definitely focus on black males, but we do not turn anyone away. But our main focus is our young brothers. Give them a little something better to do than stand outside during the summers. We'll be teaching them small business practices, how to start a small business. We'll give them a couple of small business startup ideas. We'll help them along the way of getting that business started, and we also have connections to get their savings account started so that they can have some financial education. That's one of the many things that the Block does. So we could give you a much more detailed description of the Block. We're having pretty much a coming out party, not a party, but a coming out event. July the 8th, where all these organizations will be introduced into the neighborhoods, to the community, and hopefully we can get you all involved. The BARC. The BARC, Brothers Against Racist Cops, was established out here by myself, in 2000 and I believe 2010 it was. I had an incident with a cop, and just from that incident, kind of started the organization. The organization itself definitely we practice martial arts. We practice all manner of self defense. We have weapons training, both close quarter combat training. We have firearms training. Now, this organization does not protest. We are, in fact, the organization that you call when you need action, when you need assistance. Everything from domestic violence, where we are able to provide the sister with safe travel to an undisclosed location, all the way up to the point of if we have to physically remove whoever is causing the crime. And as I said, the BARC, we are a rapid response team. So if you call us, it is after all the negotiation is done and you're ready for action. That is what the BARC is about. And even though the name itself, Brothers Against Racist Cops, that we do focus on ensuring that our community is safe from racism and racist cops, we also handle all manner of any threat to the village, any threat to defenseless elders, defenseless women, defenseless children. We handle all of that threat. But as I said, if you would like to join this organization, this is no protest. We move. We make moves. You know, you got to shed some blood. You're gonna have to snatch some collars up. You know, dealing with us. That's the BARC. Finally, the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, as you see. The Huey P. Newton Gun Club was established in 2014 by Brother National Chairman Babu Amwali, and it has since spread all over the United States. We're in various states right now, and I wanted to bring that organization and the opportunity for people to take advantage of this organization to Colorado. And what this organization does is we strictly train. We train in physical fitness. We train in martial arts. We train in bug out bag scenario. We help. We help with licensing. So if you're looking for your carry concealed weapon license, we provide that training. We also provide the licensing itself. So not only will you get the training, but you're dealing with the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. You will also have your license, and also the support of the many thousands of members that's all over the United States. That's a little bit about what I have to offer. I appreciate the invitation. I definitely hope I can be used to help in any manner that I can. I love y'all very much. Black Power. Peace.
That's right, brother. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep ourselves defended, and just like Brother Maury was saying, you know, have some kind of, you know what I'm saying? Have some kind of weapon or some kind of way to defend yourself, fam, because they will come after the weaklings. You know what I'm saying? And not even saying that you're weak. You know what I'm saying? Like we have our brother Chapman here. You know, he's in a wheelchair. They'll try to target him first. You know what I'm saying? They're weak, fam. You know? What you think that, you know, Trayvon Martin was all about? You know what I'm saying? What you think what Tamir Rice was all that about? They find the weak ones and they get them. You know what I'm saying? And the weak ones are the ones that we need, because those are the ones that are, you know what I'm saying, that people listen to, that people, you know what I'm saying, that people vibe with. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really think about that, fam, and protect ourselves. You know, we can't be sitting up there, you know what I'm saying, worried about somebody else or saying that somebody else should be protecting us. That's your responsibility as a human being, is to protect yourself. And so utilize it. You know what I'm saying? So next up, we got our brother Chapman.
All right, come on.
Yeah. And Brother Chapman's going to be talking about Code 4 and the new Black Code 2020. So Brother Chapman, welcome back, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Power to the people. Power to Mount High News. Miss Melly Queen, who inspired me. And the brothers down there in Washington, out there on the West Coast. Man, we are at war. And it's all about Code 4. And the Code 4 is clear of all domestic events. That's who we are. It's like what we walking, we barbecuing, we driving, we jogging down the street. Everything we do is code 4. We ain't a threat, but we are a threat to the white supremacists. We have to get that in our heads, get that in our mind, get it in our heart every day. As we leave the house, as my kids are grown, Atlanta, Dallas, Denver. I tell them every day, code 4. That means like you safe every day. And right now, with everything going on in the world, it's like they could be right, but you're going to run against that wrong police. No matter how right you are, they going to say, oh, you wrong. Oh, hey, officer, I'm good. I'm just getting off work. They grab your arm. Oh, you resisting arrest. Oh, I'm just going home. Oh, shit, put your hands behind your back. I'm just going home. It's like my man Sekou said, keep them down by the side. Sometimes you got to fight back. You got to be code 4. With that being said, if you're in a situation where you're in police contact, and this is a code, this is a part of the new black code, that keyword, de-escalate. If you're in a situation and the police is grabbing at you, oh shoot, turn around, put your hands, de-escalate, de-escalate. Put your hands up front and yell at the top of your voice, de-escalate, officer, de-escalate. Everything here is code 4. Make sure you got your camera on, go live on Facebook, de-escalate, officer. Everything code 4 right here. You treat me like a slave, I'm fighting back. With that being said, on Melly Queen, we discussed this a couple weeks ago on the new Black Code 2020. New Black Code 2020. First of all, we have to implement, like I talked to Chairman Sekou about it today, collective networking on the laws in your state. In Colorado, in Texas, whatever state you're living in, you have to pay attention to what laws is being passed down. Right now they're doing police reform, all that. You have to make sure that your civil rights is not being violated, because in Colorado's trying to be the model of the country, to set up a complete no immunity for the motherfucking bitch-ass police. The second is, like my man was saying, piggybacking off of him, we escorting. Ain't nobody trying to do that little pimpo shit. We escorting our nieces and our nephews and our grandparents and our little brother and our little cousin to the bus stop. Everything trying to open back up, to the Boys and Girls Club, to the library. That's what we do. Meet them right down the street. You ain't got nothing else to do. You can walk 4 blocks down the street, get some air. That's on that escort. That's that third. And on the fourth, it's like, this is a perfect time to educate the kids in the house on the documentary of Hidden Colors, a complete black documentary. Sharif, you can get it from Sharif. You can come to the button shop. I ain't trying to do no cloud chasing, nothing like that, but you can come to the button shop. And then like Miss Melly Queen was saying, it's like there's a black movie out called Independence Day by Carl Jones. It's like a life without white folk. Man. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Man.
If only.
Right. And then like,
I'm waiting for Kraken to come out.
Right. Last but not least, we got, make sure it's like, if the kids are trying to figure out a curriculum they can work something off, we got Dr. Boyce Watkins TV. Juneteenth Financial with drboycewatkins.com. We got Michael Fayroe. We got Dr. Boyce Watkins TV. And with Melly Queen, she has the
Vanguard.
The Vanguard. We can't forget about the Queen and the Vanguard program.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's something that you need to look into. It's like if you need to link up with the Mile High News, You can link up with that with the Melly Queen and get that curriculum that your kid needs for the summer and going into this new school year. Because everything we do is code 4. Black first.
That's right.
B1.
Right. B1 if you see one. All right. Thank you, Brother Chapman. Definitely. So yeah, that's right, fam. You know, we gotta have a code. We gotta stick to it, and you know, it's time. It's like we keep on saying. You know, it's time for solutions. It's time for something else to be put on the table that we need to get accomplished. You know, and like I always say, you know, I'm calling out my brothers from the you know, my 70, 80, 90s babies. You know what I'm saying? It's our time now, fam. You know, we are the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings and the, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got our elders, of course. I don't mean to point to you, say cool.
Ooh, he the only one in here.
Yeah, he the only one in here. So we go, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got to. It's our time to pave our own path now about how we want our future generations to go. You know what I'm saying? It's that time right now, fam. Right now, today. So next up, we got our West Coast correspondent. Our brother Shabaka is out there in Panther Town, Oakland, California. So brother Shabaka.
Thank you, Brother Noble. Yeah, this is Shabaka Sankore for Mile High News, West Coast correspondent. I'm coming to you from Oakland, California today. And I just want to comment, you know, on a few things that's currently been going on. Of course, we know about Breonna Taylor. We do know about George Floyd. You know, very, very tragic. Also, too, there's been a series of lynchings that has been happening in Southern California, you know, based on reliable source information that I've been having. But what we're going to do here is that we're going to take a small walk right here. Is what it is, people. It's time for us, you know, to take care of ourselves and only to be bothered with ourselves. Is because we cannot sit up here and trust these other groups, and we cannot be going out here caping for these other groups at this particular time in history. The pandemic situation is getting bad here in California. I have thought that the heat will kill the virus. But however, with this here being a man-made virus, quite naturally, of course, you have those who are in control of it that are manipulating it. I'm here on infamous San Pablo Avenue and Martin Luther King Way here in Oakland, California. This is also, too, one of the streets in which the crew had went out and secured our personal safety more than 50 years ago. And then, of course, we do know what crew that I'm talking about. But it's very, very sad that here on San Pablo, where that history had occurred, is that we have so many of our people out here in the streets. So what's happening is that's what's going to happen, I hate to say, with this pandemic situation, is that a lot of our people are going to die. I really, really hate to have to say that. But as we stated at Mile High News, you know, stay healthy, stay clean, wash yourself. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, I want to bring this here. We want decent housing fit for shelter of human beings. And then, of course, you know, we all know what that is right there. So we don't even have to go on to that. But as you can see, alongside these expressways, freeways, or whatever that they call them, you know, a lot of our people are out here. And they're more concerned about these other groups than us. So we are all we got, black family. And then over in San Francisco, they're supposed to be reviewing the hiring procedures of dealing with their police officers who are murderous over there as well, too, just like all across the nation. Defund the police. In fact, eliminate the police. You know, have our people police themselves. Most definitely, for our listeners out there, donate to Unity Community up there in Colorado. And as our brother Noblehead states, if you don't want to do one in Colorado, get one going on in your own state. And, you know, try to get one out here in California. Let's build for ourselves. Let's grow our own food. We got to figure out ways to purify our own water and what have you. It's because, you see, they're out here to kill us, black family. And that is for real. And it's up to us to take care of us. So we don't have time, you know, for bullshit and stupid ass games and hating on each other and stuff like that is because, you know, we do got a lot of haters that hate on each other. And we got to stop that. It's because we are all we got, black family. And that is for real. So as I'm, walking down here on San Pablo Avenue, you see, this shit is real bad. A lot of these businesses are folding up. A lot of these big businesses, making more money than a little bit. It's because you got all this DoorDash shit, where they're delivering, to their customers and whatnot. But what about, those who are in business within our community, you see what I'm saying, that are suffering? How are we going to deal with that? There's all kind of ways. We have to get innovative. We have to do for ourselves. We pretty much have to say fuck everybody else. And I don't mind saying that, later for these other fucking groups. Because, they sure in the hell ain't doing nothing, for us. The only thing they want to do is keep us living all fucked up and shit. Damn that black family, We have to take care of ourselves because all we got is each other. And these other damn groups ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
That's right, brother Shabaka. We still got to keep our eye on this this coronavirus and stuff that's going on there, and we have to keep we got to stay constant with our people dying. You know what I'm saying? And like we keep on saying, they come after the weakling, and the weakest people are usually our women, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's why I make sure, my wife, I make sure she keeps her thing on her. Even sometimes when you know what I'm saying, I think stuff is safe. Just, hey, take it anyways, just in case. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take care of our women and our children, fam. And I'm not saying, take care of it like, you would regularly do anyways. But we got to take extra precautions, fam, to where we're like Brother Marae and Brother Chapman were saying. We got to, we walking them to bus stops. We're, you know what I'm saying, if they're going to the store with their friends, make sure it's 3 or 4. Make sure they got their phones on them. You call me as soon as something happens, or even if you think something is going to happen. Even if it don't, you still call me just so I know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell my sons. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're going out somewhere, shoot me a call. You know what I'm saying? These people are killing us, bro. They are killing us. You know what I'm saying? They are hanging us from trees. This is like the 1800s. Are y'all seeing this? Because I know I'm not the only one. I posted out on Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? They are on a mission to bring back the olden days. Is what I'm seeing, fam. And that's their normal. We're talking about, we can't wait to go back to normal. That's the normal. Because this was happening way before Barack Obama, the so-called savior. And, I ain't going to get too crazy because, our people love Barack Obama. But, you know what I'm saying? It was happening before, and they are rising. They're beginning to start it up again, man. It really never went nowhere. But they're trying to get it back to how it was.
Psychopathic racial personality. There's a book, excellent. Psychopathic racial personality.
Piggyback on that, in Atlanta and Missouri, just last night, they arrested fake police, had full police gear,
crisis actors
with the plastic restraints, and somebody had called the police on them. And they was KKK members abducting the people in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So they swooping in, grabbing you up at the protest, and your family or your people think you done went off with the police.
And you done went off with the Klan.
And you done went off the Klan.
Yeah, they ain't gonna see you.
It's not funny,
they
but
see you no more.
Fam, we gotta. That's right. We gotta stay mindful, fam, and you just keep an eye out. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. Next up, we got our brother Che, aka Jesse, and he is going to be talking to us tonight about our tangibles. I give our brother Jesse here major props. We had him out in the land, and we was out there getting it in, sweating. And I just bruised up my dang leg. Got caught up by some barbed wire, and Jesse's still going. So we give our brother Jesse major props here. So brother Jesse, gonna be speaking on tangibles and the city council being council. So, Brother Jesse.
Thank you, Brother Noble.
Sure.
Thank you, brothers. Yes, we are at war. And one of the 9 areas of activity that we are at war at is in politics. So, family, it is 2020, and we are demanding our tangibles. Any politicians that want our vote, they're going to have to produce tangibles. And as I've reiterated on several shows, previous shows, that means something real, something substantive, something you can feel, touch, measure, count, all the above. The days of symbolism are over. You're not going to get us with symbolism anymore, Democrats. And the same goes with Republicans. We are dead serious about our tangibles. And if Trump or Biden wants our vote, they're going to have to produce tangibles, specifically for us, foundational Black Americans, descendants of slavery, the ones that built this country, the ones that this country owes a debt to. And with that being said...
City Council being council?
No, I'm still on tangibles.
Oh,
Today was the Democratic primary, and none of these people that are running for United States Senate under the Democratic Party have our best interests in mind. So I would not bother even casting a vote, because we're going to withhold our vote until our tangibles are met. If these politicians do not meet our tangibles, then they will not get our votes. Period. The black vote is for sale. We are no longer giving our vote away just to be giving our vote. We're no longer just exercising our right to vote. No, we want something in return for our vote. That is quid pro quo. That is, if I give you something, I want something in return. And then with that being said, City Council was scared to death, y'all. We shut down the council last week, and now they don't want to have meetings. I got a notification. They called me up from the secretary office and said, the meeting's canceled. I was all ready to go. I had my speech all prepared in my head. And I was going to do it. And they said, nope, the meeting is canceled. So what that tells me is the council was shook. Right. They try to blame it on COVID, you know. Whenever things aren't going their way, they just go back to COVID. You know, we've been under a pandemic for, 3-4 months now.
Seems like longer than that.
It does seem like it's longer than that.
400 years.
We've been in a plight for 400 years.
Yeah, we've been in a pandemic for 400 years. White supremacy,
racism, white supremacy is the virus.
The challenge, right?
And that needs to be destroyed. But yeah, the council shook. They don't know. Denver City Council was shook. Aurora City Council is about to be shook over Elijah McClain.
I applaud you on that. Shake it up.
We're going to continue to shake it up because enough is enough of this madness. You're not going to keep using and abusing us and think that you're just going to keep getting away with it. There has to be a form of accountability, and that goes for these elected officials. So I reiterate, if they want the black vote, they're going to have to do something specifically for black people. And that specifically is for foundational Black Americans, descendants of slavery, the ones that built this country. There'd be no United States of America or America with a triple K if it was not for us. Right. So with that being said, family, remain focused no matter what's going on. Protests in the streets, riots in the streets, coronavirus, whatever is next to come, because you know there's something else to come. Stay focused on the tangibles. They are not going to shampoo us or finesse us into, oh, anybody but Trump. No, we can't have 4 more years of Trump.
See the sign saying any functional adult.
Any functional adult.
Get the fuck out of here.
None of that, none of them scare tactics, none of that fear mongering is going to work on us. We are dead serious about our tangibles, and if any of these politicians, Trump, Biden, your local officials in your state, in your city, want our vote, they're going to have to produce tangibles. It's as simple as that. Thank you.
All right.
What I'm saying, fam, and just for a second, can y'all imagine if we just held our vote, every black person held our vote?
Yeah.
And just saying, hey, I know y'all don't want Trump back in there, but we gonna need this if y'all want us to side with y'all. Or the Trump. Hey, if you want to stay in, we gonna need this if you want our vote. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's not about, hey, we hate Donald Trump. Hey, we hate Joe Biden. We want something. You know? And then all them, politicians want to come down to the hood and shuck and jive and, like Kamala have hot sauce in her purse, or was that Hillary? Whoever the hell the dumb one was.
Banana and neglect.
Whoever it was, exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whoever it is, they were vying for your vote. We need to sell our vote to the highest bidder.
Yep.
Yeah. Why not? What else has worked for us, fam?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, we just got to stay focused, and we got to put us first, fam. In every decision, like Bobby Brown said, every little step you take, every little move you make. You know what I'm saying? Right. Put us first, fam. Mm-hmm. So next up and last but not least, we got our brother in arms, our brother running for the 2020 Senate race for the Unity Party for Colorado. We got our brother, Sekou, in Sekou's Corner.
All right. Well, here we go. We are at war. It's for real. It's for real. Mm-hmm. And in every war, you have to be able to at least match or be better than the enemy when it comes to be organized. Mm-hmm. And you have to be committed to a specific outcome. And it's going to require more than a few folks. It's going to require the masses of the people to do it. See? So in this war, there are three things that we got to be real clear about what we're doing here. See? Revolutions are fought over land. Period. Mm-hmm. Right. Ain't no land involved. Ain't no reason for me to be fighting you, and nobody else. See? So you got to fight for the land. That's number one. That's right. Number two, to sustain and build a city, a nation, a village, it requires organization. I'm not with no chaos and confusion. See, that's what I'm fighting against, the bullshit. See, that keeps us stuck in the toilet bowl that don't work no more. See, when you hit that handle and it don't flush, you got a problem here, Mr. Rogers. We're not talking about public health and safety. You know what I'm saying? Because that funk was spread throughout the whole house. Oh. All right? And so it's from that power to do the maintenance, sustainability, and development. Do you get the type of life that you're seeking? See? And for the average folk, like everyday people, it's like, look, man, I just want to have a decent way of living, man. I want to be able to feed myself, house myself, clothe myself, feed my children, take care of my family, educate them in a way that promotes who I am. Right. Period. That's the outcome. All right? Otherwise, anything other than that, what are we talking about, man? I'm talking about real, and it ain't all complex. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to read 1,000 books and all of that. No, it's just basic kind of stuff, man. And then free to develop that however you want to do that. You want to be a millionaire? Cool.
go do that. As long as you ain't oppressing nobody, no, you ain't exploiting no labor, you know what I'm saying? You ain't dogging nobody out, do that. But I know you can't be a billionaire by yourself. You got to have hundreds of thousands of people working for you on the plantation.
Right.
See? And you don't even show up for work. They do all the work while you lay back in leisure. You know what I'm saying? And capitalism is organized along that plantation order, that Roman Empire order, where it's all about a few and everybody else is a bunch of hoes. We got the pimps and then we got the hoes. And everybody else is out here hoeing, paying master. That's why y'all got to go back to work now. The whole holiday is over. Master wants his money. He don't give a damn if you die getting it. Go get my money. You know what I'm saying? And go get it now. You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
Now. So what we have in this thing is we have to develop organization as we proceed this war. All right? If you're going to go heads up with him, and he got the Army, the Marines, cool. He had all of that when he went to Vietnam and got his ass whooped. Because they was committed to putting you out of their house. Period. And so it wasn't about, am I willing to die for the liberation and unity of my people? I'm willing to kill for it. And if you're not willing to kill for your liberation and your unity, Dr. King said, you show me a man or a woman who have nothing they're willing to die for, they are not fit to live. And if you can't find me a man and woman who is willing to kill for their liberation and destroy their enemy, you're not serious about this shit. So you need to sit your ass down and shut the fuck up.
Bookman and Thessalonians.
All you're doing is creating energy. All look like you just busy as fuck. I want to find me some white folks that want to die for the liberation of black people.
Right.
See? Then we can talk about allies. But I don't see you dying for it. I see you laying across the highway and shit and nobody's getting arrested. What kind of shit is that? See, I know you the police. If I laid across the airport, terminate, you know ain't no sense of time you be scraping my ass off the goddamn pavement.
You the police.
You know what I'm saying? So if your ass ain't going to jail, you the police, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? See, you the police. You know what I'm saying? So get your ass on out there. Stop the traffic. Fuck it up. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That puts less pressure on me for you to be fucking with me because you're too busy fucking up your kids. See, so go fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to pour chocolate ice cream all over that vanilla with syrup and shit. And all walking around, well, I'm a nigga too. Good. Show me your nigga. Get your ass out there and kill for black people. And until you're willing to do that, sit your ass down. All right? See, because you're giving my shit a bad name. We killing for art. You know what I'm saying? We ain't dying for art. No, we shedding blood on both sides of the motherfucking street. Right. And that's why part of what we are doing in our campaign is we're demanding that the people are armed and trained so that we can stop these rednecks at the point of contact. I don't care if a sister's walking around and she going to the store, and when you redneck motherfuckers come out there, shoot that motherfucker. Shoot his ass. You know what I'm saying? And you might as well get your money's worth. You might as well shoot all of him and any other motherfuckers until the cops come. Shoot them motherfuckers too and get your money's worth because we outnumbered. So you got to make them bullets count, but you got to be trained. We can't afford to waste one bullet. You shoot that motherfucker, go get the bullet, dig it out of his ass so we can use it again. And that's revolution.
That's right. Broker, say, cool.
Well spoken, sir.
That's right, family. We gotta keep it revolutionary, and that's what we are trying to do. Revolutionary is your own land. Revolutionary is protecting that land from anybody who tries to come in it, and that's what we have a right to do there in Unity Community. So, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We're gonna keep you all updated for that. Thank you guys for your help, fam. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for the views. Thank you guys for the donations. And Mile High News would not be nothing without y'all. We love y'all, fam. Real talk.
That's right.
That's why we try to bring y'all all of this.
Out to the people.
We spend all week and sometimes longer than that trying to bring y'all the real news and you know what I'm saying, not sugar coated and washed down. Especially now I would say cool. So we love y'all, fam. So peace, love, and black empowerment.
Ready for the revolution.
See y'all next week. We going live. Peace out.